Hello everybody, my name is RagingRaptor and I welcome you to a new World of Tanks quick review. And today we'll have a look at the Somua SM, the new tier 8 French heavy tank with Autoloader. And by gosh, this tank actually caught me off guard. Not only didn't, as you probably guessed, I didn't play the game for quite some time because university stuff was quite pressing and I a little bit lost fun in the game after working my butt off for comparison videos, but I have to say, screw that. And now we are here with an Somua SM for, I think it was around $40 or something like that, $45. And yes, I have to say, in short, I have a lot of fun with this tank. A lot of fun. But yeah, this is a quick review. We are having a look at two gameplays because the first one was not long enough, and obviously I need to stretch the video to the 10-minute mark, otherwise I won't be in the YouTube algorithm. Anywho, here we are, or here we start. The first thing which I noticed is with the enhanced gun lane drive and the vertical stabilizer and one skill for your gun handling, it has actually pretty good gun handling. With the enhanced gunline drive, as I said, you know what, I won't use this time the optics because this tank greatly, well, it gets better with a faster aim time when you want to empty your clip. You are going to be pretty darn neato with this tank. It has an amazing DPM for a tier 8 heavy tank. It has an amazing DPM for a tier 8 heavy tank with, as you guessed it, with an Autoloader. And well, as you can see, we are already bouncing a lot of stuff on the map. As at Erlenberg in the encounter battle mode, I still need to figure out this map. I just went into the middle and we did pretty darn good. We didn't hit all of our shots, but yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, the next point, as you can see, is exceptional armor. So let's have a look at this exceptional armor. And by gosh, 140 millimeters on the upper front plate, 90 millimeters on the side, and even 70 on the back. That's actually for a French heavy tank, surprisingly good amount of armor. Okay, behind the tracks you only have 80 millimeters, and this down here is where people penetrated me sometimes because it's only 20 millimeters thick. The lower plate is 90 millimeters thick, and yeah, for the people which are wondering, I'm going to make a how to penetrate guide on this tank, but most important for this tank is upper front plate is a no-go as it is quite strong. Lower front plate is your way to go, or the huge cupola and the gun turret drive on the left and the turret ring on the left and the right side. Because as you can see, they start to get substantially weaker, except for the most outer parts there, the angles can be too much, but always keep that smile. If you are going too low, then it will be a frowny face and you won't be able to penetrate it. Hello, why is it not working? Just going to quickly restart the website because I tried. Okay, I'm not allowed to lift the gun up and down. I'm sorry for that one. Because you also need to watch out, because if the Somua SM driver is actually lifting his gun, the cupola will be harder to hit, but there will be more exposed down here, which can be quite weak. But as you can see, this red lip here is going below quite much. So for this tank, lower plate and cupola and those sides are the best thing to penetrate him with. But yeah, back to the game. It has good speed. As you could see, I got into this position fairly quickly, and this is due to the fact that it has 700 horsepower with a power to weight ratio of 12.38, and in my opinion, decent soft stats. And here you can see again, we aim in, we hit the T29, we can make another shot, and there we go, already 600 damage, another nice shot into the side of the T29. And yeah, our next clip, can we get the shot on the M41? No, we don't get the snapshot, but the AMX M4 also evades our bullet. But yeah, that's it. We got two, how should I say, loads off already, and we are at 1.8k damage, which is a good value, and at 2800 blocked damage. Back to the speed though, the only grain of salt in my opinion is its quite bad top speed, in quotation marks. I said it, top speed is meh. This is due to the fact that it's only 37 kilometers per hour. The backward speed though is pretty darn good. 20 kilometers per hour for quite a heavy vehicle, but nevertheless this tank gets around pretty quickly. And here you have it, 1500 clip potential in 9 seconds, and this is what makes this tank so deadly. You are able to almost one clip every single tier 8 tank in the game. The only noticeable exceptions are super heavy tanks. As you can see, we are simply clipping away on the Panther. We tried to make one more shot. I tried to bait the Scorpion G out, but he gets a shot onto us. But now we need to reverse, and we have 33 seconds of reload to go with what we have in this tank. And oh boy, this Panther 1 is coming for us. But you can see he is not being able to penetrate our upper front plate with his AP shells. If he shoots APCR, it starts to be a little bit easier for him. But yeah, 20 kilometers per hour backward speed is good enough. And yeah, this is also one point which makes this tank, in my opinion, so much better than something like the AMX 5100 or even the Lorraine 40T. Yes, the Lorraine 40T has the speed, but this tank, as you can see, has the reload time and the damage. It has better damage per clip than the Lorraine. It has better armor than the 5100, and that makes this tank, in my opinion, really freakingly good. But yeah, to that you also have 10 degrees of negative, or 10 degrees of gun depression, which is one of the best values in the game. Obviously the Swedish tanks are there a little bit better, but yeah, other than that, it is also a great 50B crew trainer. So if you're searching something for the 50B, FCM 50T was never good enough. The AMX Liberty was also never good enough. So yeah, you are lucky with this tank because it has exact same crew layout with the exact same secondary crew skills for your people. But yeah, as we already said, the turret isn't that strong and the accuracy is not that good either. It's 0.37 with with Wentz and Brothers in Arms, so it is decent, but it could be better. But now let's see if we get a kill, and whoa! Nice! We make one more shot and we get a demolition for a 5-kill game, 4.4k damage, 4.2k blocked and 4k spotted. The best thing is with this game is not the armor here, but this game, even though it is not even an ace tanker, gave us, as you can see, one more mission. And the most important thing about this mission is it was the last heavy tank mission I needed to do with honors for having every single mission with honors from the heavy tanks. So only RT missions and medium tank missions are to go before we have everything honored fully. But yes, this is it. This is the first game we have, and you can see we definitely rocked that tier 9 game. 100 or 10,000 credits, excuse me, for that. We get additional for the missions which are ongoing right now for the spicy MTLGS something tank. 20 shots, 17 hits and 16 penetrations. But now let's move to the second gameplay where I fully try to explain to you what you can do with such a vehicle. So in this second game I was lucky enough to be on Fisherman's Bay in a 3-5-7 game as the top dog. And I have to say, man, that was really lucky. Because this gun, again, it is a great gun. The premium ammunition is a little bit on the low side-ish, a little bit when you get into tier 10 games. But 263mm I think it is with APCR is pretty decent. 232 with AP is also way enough for your tier league. But yeah, we still need to get used to the new maps and, well, the overhauled maps in general, because here I just drive into the middle and hope for the best and get immediately spotted and, well, even get quite some shots in later on. But yeah, in my opinion so far, I think the tank is really much fun and it's actually a good investment. It makes decent credits. It is, in my opinion, there are tanks which are great for carrying and there are tanks which are not great for carrying. Like the M4A1 Revolorize is bad for for carrying, as you are not fast enough and you don't have enough DPM. This tank, on the other hand, you have decent enough speed. You have, as you probably have guessed, not only decent enough DPM, decent armor. That's all you need to actually be quite safe for carrying a game. And as you can see, we get an immediate shot into our back because we were so stupid and show it to the enemy, to the A43. And he shot us a nice little APCR shell into our fuel tanks and immediately burned them. This was like, I think, the first burn I had in like 20 games or so, so it's not that common. You also saw that in the beginning the M4 Jumbo Sherman actually penetrated us frontally. This was, as I already said beforehand, due to the fact that he hit underneath here, which is this 20 millimeters of armor. And he hit our ammo rack, so we need to watch out for that too. I sadly enough can't get the Tiger P, and well, here you can see we got the problem of not having enough fuel range, and we make a snapshot, we sadly enough miss it, and then another shot. The A43 gets a lot of free damage into us, and now we need to watch out. We only have 2 more shells left, and oh my god, what are you doing, dude? And the Scorpion G simply rushes into us. We get 1 D-tracking shot into him without any damage. The second one was with damage, and now we are a little bit boned. We need to reload, and he knows it. He thought that I was reloading beforehand. I didn't, my bro, I didn't. But he suicides into me basically without doing any damage as well. 140 millimeters of upper front armor. Angled is way too strong. No, it is really strong, and if people actively shoot onto your upper front plate, you will have a good time. For the people which are wondering, but Raging, you're just showing us a game now where you're going to ruffle stomp poor low tier tanks. Yes, that's true, and if you are in a tier 10 game, it can be a little bit harder than with a Lorraine, for example. Why exactly? Because you are not fast enough to change flanks. What I saw with tier 10 games with this tank at least, now we just got 2 more kills to our bounty, or our kill board. Now what I noticed as in tier 10 games, it is good to either look for flanking opportunities or try to be a support tank. In the matter of you go with your heavy tanks, you have the same amount of speed, and in the end let your tier 10 tanks eat the shots while you go out when the enemy is reloading. For many tanks you have enough penetration to penetrate their weak spots. But here you can see I am rushing in quotation marks towards the Type 95. Why exactly? Because we have enough damage to finish this guy off if we play well, and our decent penetration will help us with that. And sadly enough, we had to burn our repair kit there, and now it is all or nothing. The Type 95, he can still win this game as it is still quite a strong tank. There, a shot and a move was enough to get a shot into the Type 95. He drives backwards, shows us once more his side, and now it is done for him. He even bounces with his spicy APCR, and he can't do anything. And that in roughly 11 seconds is a tier 8 medium tank gone. But now it will be interesting. The VKM has only 300 HP left. The Tiger P is almost full HP, and the Stridswagen can come towards us without any problem. But here once again comes the good thing about this tank. It's surprisingly quick reload time. This 33 seconds are simply... Again, I feel so much safer to play with this tank than with a 5100 or a Lorraine, because Lorraine has 1 shot less than you. And here we go, we get a nice little snapshot into the Stridswagen. He gets away. Yes, he repairs his engine, because I'm pretty sure I knocked out his engine. And now it is 2 versus 1. And what I need to do right now is try and ram the Stridswagen to death and finish my clip into the Tiger P when I don't get any help from my remaining team, like from the Cromwell or from artillery. And here we can see the Stridswagen is there. He gets artillery, and can I get the ram? No, the Cromwell is shooting on him. This is also why I didn't shot onto him in the first place, and I actually had 1 shot to spare, so I didn't actually needed to go for a ram. He already hits us for 320 damage, which is still quite a much, but again, the armor of this tank is surprisingly strong for a French tank, so the artillery didn't do that much damage. But hey guys, we got 5 kills, 4061 damage and 700 spot. And now it is, I would say, all or nothing or all out warfare in the sense of this game. We can just drive towards the enemies. I'm trying to still go a little bit sneaky round. I don't want to fully commit because once again our sights are decent with 90mm to 100mm with the tracks, but it's not, yeah, it's not the best idea. Plus I don't have the optics because I went for the full on damage dealer build, damage dealer equipment. So yeah, we will see how it goes. And once again, our top speed 33 kilometers per hour is decent enough. I don't feel like I am super slow or can't do anything. And all in all, I am pretty happy about this tank. Wargaming surprised us really much with this tank. Like it came out of nowhere and I feel comfortable in this vehicle. And you can see I was not able to spot any artillery there, so I am going a little bit more aggressive. The KV-3 is spotted over there. I am still not able to shoot at him. We can have some more fun driving through the new destruction physics and watch at the new map. As you can see, I disabled foliage during aiming because it's not that good. But yeah, 2 shots are needed for the Hellcat to finish him off. You can see the accuracy, it's not that decent, but now we actually hit pretty darn good. And 7 kills, 5.1k damage. I actually asked our team if it would be able to get a kills for their spicy YouTube videos, but yeah, the T-54 mod 1 didn't really wanted to help us with that one. So yeah, what did we get for that game? It was, and once again, first class, we got 4 medals: the high caliber, the high caliber, tank gun sniper, steel wall, and top gun. 5.1k damage. We certainly carried our team to victory with this game. We denied the Scorpion G and the Type 95 from doing most of their stuff. The Type 95. Darn, I just noticed. I said Type 95 once again. Type 59, there we go. Man, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. 25 shots, 23 hits and 20 penetrations. And as you can see, a surprising amount of money we gained with this vehicle. It actually, even though the ammunition is pretty expensive, it makes a lot of money. But yeah guys, this is the tank. I can surely say it is a great tank. I personally like it. I will even say if you search a new tank, it is fun to play. It is good. It's a good credit maker. It's a good crew trainer for the 50B. I would go for it. But yeah, this was the quick review. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you still enjoy my stuff, which should become once more a little bit more. And I'll talk to you all later.